Everything. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, everyone, for Tuesday meditation. And I'm so glad that you are joining us today. And it has been a while since we physically meet and meditate, but I'm hopeful that in near future we'll be able to meet in person to meditate together. I'm so glad that you continue your practice, even joining us from online, and then and it is that training what you got at home will be really helpful for you and for everyone else to enhance our ability to be loving, our ability to be compassionate, and our ability to watch our own thoughts and emotions and then gradually navigate it to a wholesome end. And in this week is a special week that we all have spent a nice weekend, I hope, with your family and everyone else. Maybe you are still having your family with you at this time too. But whatever the case, and spending time with our family can also give us good experience in understanding our own mind, because whenever we are with other people, it kind of enable us to manifest certain part of us, certain qualities in us. Sometimes being with other people can also instigate all different aspects of our mind, both wholesome and both skillful and also unskillful. And so let us now contemplate on that. I think in the emails you got for this week, our friend Tim's email emphasizes the value of breathing and how the breathing can bring so much changes to our life. And even though the simple purposeful breathing sounds like a simple practice, but it can have it can have really deeper use when we use it properly to overcome our emotional pain and to overcome our physical pain as well. And then the other email you got from me has a nice quote from our great poet Eliot. So in my end is the beginning. I hope that you took a time to contemplate, how you would understand that very short but pithy statement. In my end is my beginning. There can be more than one ways to understand, this important saying. But it is something that we can reflect on again and again. In my end is my beginning. One thing that you will realize as practitioners of meditation is that that most of the time our thoughts, our painful thoughts, our painful emotions, they all are usually a result of our too much of our preoccupation with ourselves. When we are interpreting many things happening in our life from a very self-centered perspective, and even a simple thing can be a really big issue for us, and therefore it is when we can remove, not remove, but at least reduce, at least try to see whatever happening in our lives as a result of a combination of factors and causes, and also understanding it as a causal product can be really helpful, not to put the blame on ourselves and also put the blame on one single other person, because no event happens due to one cause, no matter what happens in our life. And those are the results of a number of causes and conditions, and some causes belong to the past, some causes belong to the present. It's a combination of a multiple, numerous, diverse causes and conditions. And therefore, sometimes we can have a habit of putting a blame on ourselves. Like, for anything happens, let's say if anything negative happens, and we tend to blame ourselves that I was not good enough, and then I missed that, I forgot that, and therefore this happens to me, and these negative things happen, and then you interpret yourself to be a failure. And we can have that kind of tendency. So whenever negative things happens, and then we put the whole blame on ourselves, and then we interpret that whole incident about something about ourselves. Definitely, we may play a part of that whole thing, but we need to understand that there are so many other causes and conditions are involved in any one single incident. If we completely interpret, if we interpret as a completely something about ourselves, and then that does not allow us to open our mind, and that will increase so much pain and suffering too. On the other hand, when there's a successful incident, a joyful incident, sometimes we may also can be claim the ownership to that success and to that victory, to that good event, and then without our knowing, we may develop our pride and conceit and ego. Again, we are interpreting this incident as something about ourselves. In both cases, whether we blame ourselves or whether we claim credits, and in both cases, we are putting ourselves to the front. And that whole tendency of putting ourselves to the front can be quite detrimental to our deeper peace and happiness and our ability to be compassionate to others. So when great poet Eliot says that in the end, in my end is my beginning. One way we can interpret that statement would be like, when we stop looking at everything in terms of me, I, myself, when we stop interpreting everything as something about me and mine and myself, and then we begin to live fully our life. There can be many other interpretations too. But I think, as a practitioner of meditation, and we need to train our mind to look at these thoughts occurring in our mind, and mainly to understand that any mental emotions that we are going through, and also any circumstances that we are facing, all these things are a result of a causal process. And understand the whole world as a collection of causes and conditions. Understand all events, all circumstances, all emotional states are a result of a causal process, or causes and conditions. That kind way of looking at the world, looking at our life, kind of displaces any type of permanent agency of anything. And therefore, we really cannot blame others or ourselves for anything's happening. It just those causes and conditions come together and made that whole thing happen. But that does not mean that we should be helpless and we should be irresponsible. And there is definitely a part that we play into this whole thing. Any circumstances can have an influence from can be any can have a can be decided by partly by our contribution to that incident. And an emotional state that we are going through can have a role, a part that we play into. But we are responsible for that part, sometimes. But if we change that, that will change the whole situation too. But we cannot really either blame or take credits for the whole circumstance, for the whole incident, for whole emotional state. So sometimes, even though we are going through some kind of emotional pain, we shouldn't even blame for that emotional pain for ourselves. We should let that emotional pain occurring. I think even in the Tim's email, and he mentioned about guiding that little niece to that it is okay to feel painful. It's okay to feel sad. There's not something wrong with us. So and when we will feel that is something wrong with me, it's a failure of me. We will say all these things when we place self, me and myself to the core, to the front of the situation. So this is like looking at our own life, the world from a quite different perspective, looking at everything as a result of causes and conditions, and removing fixed agencies. Yeah. That's not really, again, I want to emphasize that is not again removing our responsibility. It's not becoming completely careless and irresponsible, but just understanding the complexity of life, complexity of the existence, and then understanding that there's a small role that we play, that we have to be responsible. We have to be mindful about that. But looking at the whole world and the life from a perspective of causes and conditions, multiple causes and conditions, can be really liberating, and it can bring so much peace to our life, and we have less opportunity to feel frustrated and angry and upset about others or ourselves. So that's a good way, to try to try to look at incidents from a different perspective, not blaming oneself or not even claiming credits for oneself. And that can be really good practice for us to do. And the whole when we practice meditation, and when we are paying attention to our breath, we are paying attention to our body, we look at this whole body as an organism, and kind of not claiming an ownership to it. And we simply go through our body and then just simply be aware of these different functions, different sensations happening in the body, and looking at this whole organism as a causal process. And even when we look at all different mental states that is occurring in us, and we we observe different mental states, and we begin to see all these different states occurring in our mind, and we observe our own memories and those thoughts appearing, and we even look at our own mind, so to speak, on this whole process of thoughts, all occurrence of thoughts also, as in an impersonal manner, and see this how these different thoughts and memories keep popping up, and then we choose not to develop those thoughts or memories further, and we change, we direct redirect our attention to the breath or wherever we want this to be. And so looking at our own thoughts and memories also from a perspective of causes and conditions, from an impersonal perspective, it's also a new way of looking at ourselves. And although we call a self, we know that it's a process. It's a continuing process, building this whole thing again and again at every moment, and it's a kind of moving process. So we can call it ourself for a given point of time, and then after a few moments, still we can call ourselves a self, but it will be slightly different from the self that we had moments ago. And this is evolving process. And so understanding oneself like that can really help us to not to have a not to have a kind of wrong notion of permanent agent, and then and having blame, and or even having claiming credits. And we can be simply move through our life, move through whatever happening around us, in a very smooth manner. That can liberate us a lot. So I hope that that is something that we can train ourselves. That is bringing what we do our meditation to our normal life, and looking at ourselves, looking at others, looking at circumstances as a combination of causes and conditions, and understanding the causal nature of everything, and then be okay with that. And then there are certain areas that we can introduce changes, we can introduce our will, our choice. There are certain areas that there's certain room to introduce our change, and that can change the whole circumstance too. But looking at everything in that way, like displacing the self in that situation, can be really liberating and helpful and reducing a lot of suffering for us. Okay, with that reflection, let us start our practice. I hope that today you have a conducive environment at home to do this practice, and I'm going to help you to have some little movement to create more body awareness of body awareness, and then we will move into practice of meditation. Okay, let's come to our body, and that's the key. That's the beginning of our meditation. So in order for us to come to our body, let us create more sensation, more movements, and we are fully alive in our body after we create all these sensations and movements. Okay, let's say hello to body. Okay, so lock your hands and turn it upward and try to stretch as much as you can, giving a nice stretch. Okay, and then slowly bring it up all the way. Try to lift it and be tall. And with this nice stretch, feel your body, feel the stretch, feel the spinal cord and everything. And let us do a nice bend of spine. Okay, take a deep breath in. When you're breathing out, bend to the right, slowly, a nice bend, giving a nice stretch to our side of the body, releasing the breath. And next in-breath, we come to the middle. And again, releasing the breath, we go to the opposite direction, giving a nice bend to that part of the body. Feel in the stretch and changes of the muscles. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out, releasing the air, going back. Breathing in, come to the middle. Releasing the air, going back to the same direction. Come to the middle. Breathing out, going back to this direction. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out. Again, going back. Give a nice stretch. Breathing in, come to the middle. Then we can unlock our hands and gently bring them down and try to feel all the sensation you can feel throughout our arms and palms. And just bring awareness to all these sensations occurring right now. Look at these sensations, feel them, and just be in the body. Be here right now in the body, nowhere else but right here. Let's do one more movement again, and this time we will bring our palms to the back of our head. Now you lock the hands and just place them in the back, and we will twist our spine to give us a nice relaxation too. So take a breath in again. Breathing out, slowly twist and keep tall. Stretch the body, go tall and try to bend. Give a nice twist. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out, go to the opposite direction. Nice twist. Breathing in, come to the middle. Keep breathing out again, going back. And just go as far as you can. No need to go all the way. Just wherever you feel comfortable. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathe out, going back again. Breathe in, come to the middle. One more time, breathe out, twisting. Breathe in to the middle. Breathe out, twisting. Breathe in to the middle. Okay, now you can unlock your hands and simply bring them down. Take a moment to feel all these sensations you may feel are all around your back area. Just explore the new sensations, changes of the muscles, the blood flow, and just feel all these sensations occurring there. Okay, now we have more awareness of the body. We have sensations in the back area, in the shoulders, throughout our arms. We feel more body now. This is what we want, to settle into this moment, to be in the body. Now let us do some relaxation, and we will purposely tighten our muscles and relax our body, relax our muscles to help us to understand how it feels to be relaxed. Okay, so with the in-breath, we shrug our shoulders, shrug and clench our teeth. With the in-breath, clench teeth and tighten everything tight, 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 tight. Breathe out. We drop our shoulders, drop our jaw inside the mouth, relax everything. Again, breathing in, shrug the shoulders, clench the teeth, tight, 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 tight. Breathe out. Drop everything, releasing and relaxing. One last time. Breathe in, shrugging the shoulders, tightening everything, clenching the teeth, tight, 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 tight. Breathe out. Drop everything. Relax. Feel the openness of the muscles, relaxations of the muscles. Just be in the body. Okay, now rest your palms on your lap. Let everything settle. Now you can be in the body. No need to go anywhere. Just be in the body. Whatever the sensations occurring in the body, whether they are pleasant or not pleasant or neutral, we simply acknowledge them, be with them, just simply rest with these sensations. With this awareness of the body, let us listen to the sound of the bell and help ourselves to be here. With this awareness of the body, we will use our breath to further relax our body. If you wish, you can lengthen your breath a little bit, taking a slow, long breath. And release that breath very slowly, allowing everything to be relaxed, release, and loosen up. If you wish, you can take few more such long, deep in-breath. When you are breathing out, allow your chest, belly to drop, relax, and release. With every out breath, allow everything to be relaxed, release, and loosen up. Let us now bring our whole attention to our mind. This is a good time to train our mind to purposely make our mind as wholesome as we can. Let us use this opportunity to bring out one of the most wholesome quality that we ever have: loving kindness. Loving kindness is unconditional love, and it is willingness for everyone to be well. It is genuine wish of well-being towards all beings. Let us allow that loving kindness to come up and manifest right now. We will open our heart just like when we see a smiling face of a little baby. How you would feel when you see a smiling face of a little baby. How do you feel when you are petting a puppy or kitten? We will open our heart just like that, allowing it to be open, to have that caring, loving nature. Let us manifest, let us enhance this great quality little by little. We can grow this wholesome state by making more and more wishes of loving kindness, directing our loving kindness to all different types of people, beings, and genuinely wishing each person, each living being, well being and peace. How good if everyone is safe in this world. How good if everyone is well and fine in this world. Let us wish, let us wish for that to happen. Let us give our willingness for that to happen. We will start with ourselves, with this living being. We will open our mind to include, embrace all living beings. But we will start with this one sitting here. Feel your body, feel all the sensations of the body, and make a genuine wish. May this person sitting here be well, be healthy, be strong, be peaceful. Let's take a moment to be close to all different organs and systems of this body and genuinely appreciate these functions of all these organs and systems of the body and wish well-being to each part of the body. May these lungs even helping us right now, the whole respiratory system, be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digesting system, all the organs in this whole digesting system Be well. Be healthy. Be healed. May these kidneys, which are helping us to release the toxins from the body, may these both kidneys, whole genitourinary system, this whole pelvic area be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, the central nervous system, the spinal cord, the brain stem, the frontal lobe, the whole brain be well, be healthy, be healed. Allow this loving kindness intention travel to each part of the body, healing each corner of the body. May all these muscles, may all these bones throughout the body, may all these joints be well, be healthy, be healed. Let us now expand this wish beyond ourselves to everyone else. Everyone deserves this well-being. May all people who are known to us, let us genuinely wish for them. How good if all of them are safe and well. May all these people in our family, all our good friends, our colleagues, may all of them be well, be healthy, be healed. May all people, let us expand this wish beyond the people who are known to us, to everyone else. May all other people living in our whole neighborhood, in this whole vicinity, in this whole surrounding area, be well, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us keep expanding this wish. Let us expand our wish as wide as we can. Let us radiate this wish as far as we can. May all people living in all faraway places, all human beings, may all people living in the direction of the front, direction of the left and right, and all people living behind of us. May all these people living all these faraway places in all four directions, people who are going through different forms of suffering, people are going through physical pains and mental pains, difficulties. May they all be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful, peaceful, peace. May all beings, all other living beings too, have the same peace and well-being. May all animals living everywhere, from tiny animals to all large animals, may all living beings, each and every living organism in this entire universe be well, be well, be well, be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. Allow this loving kindness to pervade to every direction, embracing all living beings to this wish. This loving kindness is limitless. It embraces all beings. It is unbound. Rejoice. This wholesome state of the mind. With this loving kindness in the back of the mind, let us now gently bring our attention to our breath. Let us now enhance the peace that we develop through loving kindness. We will allow our mind to settle further and further. We will experience deeper level of calmness and stillness by simply resting our mind on our breath. With this loving kindness mind, we can gently feel our breath, the movement of the air in and out, and gentle movement happening in the body. Let us be with it. Bring our attention back to the breath again and again. Let us be with the breath. Rest with the breath for a few minutes. In these last few minutes, let us give our full effort to be with the breath. I will do a chant to help you to be with the breath. Throughout the chant, stay with the breath, rest with the breath. Sukhi diga yuko bhava Sukhi diga yuko bhava Sukhi diga yuko bhava Sukhi diga yuko bhava Gently come out of the meditation. Gently put your palms together. And let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers and enlightened masters who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to whoever helped your meditation tonight, including the people at home who tried not to disturb your meditation. Let us also feel grateful to this device that helped you to connect to this meditation, and also to this bell, the chair you are sitting on, cushion, and everything. With deep gratitude to all people and all things that made meditation possible for us, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, me, for your nice messages. And today we had a little challenging day. Early in the morning we had the person coming from the hospital, and she just needed a place to rest. And she said that she wants some sanctuary. She needs some time to rest, some place to be calm. So we allowed her to come in. And later we realized that actually she has discharged from the hospital against medical advice. So then we had to find her family and try to, try to do the best thing that we can do to her. And our other monk and other friends and our friend Kyoko has been working on that. So you may heard some noises maybe. So I think she was helped by her family and others. Yeah. So I'm glad that she selected the Buddhist center as a place for refuge. She has never been here, but she has attended our online meditation. So whenever she find a place that she can go and rest and calm, she thought about the Buddhist center and she asked a friend to give her a lift here. So we have been taking care of her since this morning, but I'm glad that she got the help that she needed right now. Thank you everyone for joining us. We can together practice and together help everyone. And I hope that you will enjoy this week with this meditation. May you carry this peace towards the rest of the week, and may you share this peace with many others. Thank you everyone, and look forward to see you in person very soon. I'm really hopeful that you'll come to our libraries and see you. Thank you. See you next time.